Hello everyone, and thank you for watching my science project presentation. In this experiment, I explored how the temperature of water influences the time it takes for a sugar cube to dissolve completely. This topic is meaningful because discussion plays an important role in many fields, such as chemistry, cooking, pharmacology, and everyday situations. By understanding how temperature affects the movement of molecules, we can better connect what we see in daily life with scientific principles that explain why these things happen. And my research question for this project is how does water temperature affect the sugar cube dissolution time? I carried out a total of 60 trials. 30 trials were done using cold water at a temperature between 5 and 10 degrees Celsius, and 30 trials were done using hot water at a temperature between 55 and 65 degrees Celsius. To make sure the results were reliable, I kept every other reliable the same. This includes the amount of water, the size of sugar cube, the container, and the timing method for every trials. I used exactly 200 milliliters of purified water and 1 C&H sugar cube that mixture 1.6 by 1.6 by 1.6 centimeters. I used the iPhone stopwatch to record the dissolution time, and I considered the sugar cube fully dissolved when I could no longer see any sealed particles. All of the data were analyzed using descriptive statistics or viewed as an independent simple t-test. By recording all of those conditions, I made sure that temperature was the only variable that changed. And here is a short demonstration clip showing part of the experiment producer. The results of this experiment show a very clear difference between cold water and hot water. The average dissolution time in cold water was 95.48 seconds, while the average dissolution time in hot water was 47.94 seconds, which is almost half the time. T-text confirmed that this difference is statistically significant with a t-value of 8.84 and a value less than 0.001. This strongly suggests that temperature has a major influence on the rate of dissolution. These findings match what technical molecular theory predicts. When water is at a high temperature, its molecules move faster and collide with the sugar cube more often and with more energy. This breaks down the crystal structure more quickly and speeds up the diffusion of sugar into the water. Since every other factor in the experiment was carefully considered, we can confidently conclude that temperature was a direct cause of the different dissolution time. This experiment does have survival limitations. The temperature was controlled manually, so small fluctuations were available. The stopwatching time was done by hand, which means the human reaction time may have affected the accuracy. The judgment of when the sugar cube was fully dissolved was based on visual observation, which some were uh, which is somewhat subjective. Finally, the experiment only takes the two temperature ranges, so it does not show the full relationship between temperature and the dissolution time. Future research could include testing more temperature levels to see the full trend using automated timing tools to reduce human error. Trying different types of solutions such as salt or artificial sweeteners, and exploring how different container materials affect heat retention and dissolution speed. Mm, in conclusion, water temperature has a strong and significant effect on the time required for sugar cube to dissolve. Hot water dissolves sugar much faster because the molecules move more rapidly. These experiments show how a simple but well-controlled setup can help us understand the important scientific principles. And um, thank you very much for watching.